So far from SSG, they set up an entire kill box upstairs, able to remove 2 players, all with proper positioning on the balconies. Trying to challenge out those players initially was w7m, but immediately punished. And you take it one step further after some kills come in from Ramp Dog here. It's actually going to be Yeti this time around, though, so he'll go for 2. Got the initial one. Rampy with a frag grenade. It looks like he's on today. It's 3 for him. Definitely didn't like the amount of kills he had yesterday, and as we know, he is an absolute demon in the circle.
The corresponding staircases here. Rampy trying to deploy as many top-down angles as he can possibly muster here. But unfortunately, no one on w7m has been giving away angles yet. They do have quite a few hot pings being deployed into this one, too. And now, that's going to lead to at least 1 pick for JV as he knocks out Yeti and equalizes the equation yet again, down to a 4v4. SSG out of time here as well, so they have to force the issue. Fultz will find some success as he drops over into storage. Tries to go for 2, but this is where the trap gets sprung. w7m more than ready to lock SSG in that supply room, and they'll shut down the round without too much of an issue. Down on the last time we saw it evolve. SSG looking to maybe steal one back and keep their lead alive. That's a good start for Hot and Cold as he catches out the trade onto Herds. KZ, though, still being sneaky on the inside of Master Bat. They can't find a winning angle to crush him, especially with the death of their sledge. So he's free to roam on this 2nd floor. And once again, SSG will find themselves in a lack for time. They may just have to ignore him and attempt to go for the site anyway.
1 smoke left for Julio. A big kill needed from Fultz, but it's KZ instead to take him down. JV92 off the site, but Yeti upstairs. He can get the case control back, but he needs 2 kills. Drops down into the kitchen, tags 1 dead to Julio. Always alive, indomitable in this position. Space. Wants to try and let Rampy work this. Easy kill for Rampy, knows the 2nd one's there. This follow-up kill will be massive if he can get it. Tagging him up. Both of them back and forth. Volts with some nice shots, but Hot and Cold's there to deliver. SSG are working the entire top floor as a unit, as a squad. It's a masterful show. Now with a minute left, w7m down 2 people, but now down 3. Julio, of all people, I'm surprised. He's going to jump out. He's going to die.
Proactively counters it with the Claymore. Nice thinking from them to set him up for success one more time, or at least that's the hope. But JV92 will dash that a little bit by finding Hot and Cold, trying to ascend up and work his way into the building. Nearby, that 1st floor window. Bosco, though, still maintaining 2nd floor pressure, I believe, along with both of his other teammates here. Looking to try and make the swing down. Gotta be careful here because Hertz has seen the peak. He saw his butt swing out for a second there. And when the head peaks, he's more than ready for the challenge. Another pickup for him. He will get clipped on the way back to the connector. So Rampy will find a trade on that, leaving it all on to JV92. But push has come to shove. We are down to those final 10 seconds of play. JV92 nearly misses the transition here from Fultz. They're going to take the fight directly to him, but he seems to be ready for it. Gets it, and the defenders will win it on the trade as w7m forge their way into another round. Towards us, there's that common hold area, of course. It's not a common spot inside of the specific library room. Away from that, though, once again, time gets low and the nade rolls in. Volps cannot move from that position either. He was hoping it wasn't going to be enough damage to down him, but it rolls just towards him in the nick of time. Once again, w7m down a player, but also, once again, the time is low, and you can see JV92 with a direct counter angle on the Warden as well, so he has the counter to the flash, not necessarily to the frag grenade, so does have to respect that. Gives Hot and Cold at least in a position to start planting, but he will not be able to finish it. KZ comes in with that 2nd Pokeball, and they bully their way back into controlling this site, maintaining the control and maintaining this lead now at 4-1. Once they commit themselves to Piano or somewhere deeper in this site.
I think it's going to be a huge issue. You can see Fultz isn't on a camera, so that means that there's more than likely nobody looking at it, but JV92 is going to get the 1st kill, so he still doesn't have to move. Volts can just still sit downstairs and wait for the proper moment, and it's coming quickly. KZ is going to go down. Yeti with a little bit of damage onto him. Some stuns in for Bosco, and here comes Volps up the stairwell. Herd's now down as well. Steps up. Bosco with the plant. They have the cross, but Volps is in bad position. He has the nitro to stop this, though. It might get 2 if he's there in time, and it will. That's going to be the round, as Yeti is the only one left alive. But where is he? There he is. He's up here inside of Piano. He's going to try and bear down on a location of Julio. It's not going to work out. W7M and most importantly, Volps with a huge play.
Maru pick up. We've been seeing quite a few Maru plays, if I recall.
Oh, shotgun.
W7M specifically, and indeed, yeah, shotgun pick up here as well from Volps. This is a great counter to the rotations that are going to have to come through here. Herds as well, striking true on the entry yet again. A second one to follow that one up too. Is Yeti going to expect Volps as he works his way down the stairs? He certainly assumes there's something here, as he probably heard the Gara hook, or at least heard it in the distance, but now he doesn't even have the courage to try and dash down the stairs in the first place. Here's the plant, just goes through. Once again, a beautifully composed execute here from W7M. They get the plant down without really any resistance whatsoever, and it's all fallen to Rampy once the other players have gone down.
We'll see if Rampy can stop the Flawless from bleeding this entire time.
He doesn't even know where to shoot here is the problem. Look, he's lost.
Everywhere. Just start shooting. That's the problem. Actually, he might get the kill. Oh, JV92 is going to get through it. It's going to be a flawless round from him. He's going to be ill-advised.
That's the big problem here right now for SSG. Even when they think they're being sneaky with their movement, it's been read by W7M in some extent. Not even really seeing how they're getting this intel, but they always seem to know every little inkling, except for that, about how SSG has set themselves up defensively. Hot and Cold does get away with one here to trade at least a single kill out against W7M, but Hertz quickly makes up for that. Has been able to take down Yeti, leaving just Hot and Cold in the fray now for the 1v4 against him. Would be a 1v5 clutch, essentially, if he could pull it off with JV92. The pop-up to shut him down as another round is claimed by the Latin American roster. Just one to go, and they will shut down the North American Titans. Actually, no, it's already over. Excuse me. 7-1 now as they take control of map number 1. And indeed, W7M do get that outright shutdown. It went so fast, I didn't realize that was the end already.
More than likely just to try and soften up the positioning of W7M when they do get to that side. Again, a lot of influence coming out of that character, and you can see SSG trying to have a lot of influence on this map right now. Hot and Cold has to try and get something back, but it'll be Fultz instead. They recognize that Herds and potentially some more players starting to work their way up the eastern stairs. This front might be difficult for Hot and Cold to fight, especially with this frag grenade being thrown into his location, but he's already dead and gone. KZ will clean him up instead.
KZ continuing to clean things up. It seems as Yeti now falls as well. Bosco and Fultz are all that remains. Both players separate from each other, I do believe, too. And indeed, that is the case. Bosco down and off his first. All onto Fultz here now, deeper in the site. And already has been heavily injured. They already know where he is, as they seem to have known pretty much everything throughout the course of this series, especially on their attacks. W7M keep this game rolling strong into their favor as they give us a convincing first round on board. Never working this from the other way, just doing it from below, and seemingly once again, we're not really struggling with it. Rampy down to a low state of health as well here, 20 HP or so to go.
There we go.
Wolves will get caught out as he tries to transition in, but Hertz immediately with the changeup. Back upstairs there, is able to find it, and then on the way down through metal, knocks out Yeti as well, leaving it all on the player who was able to successfully pick up a trade. It's a little awkward here in the final battle, but once again, still in the hands of W7M when everything is said and done. That frag against JV92 here bring us down to a 4v4 and keep things a bit more stalemated than we have seen in previous rounds so far. Volps trying to make a big wrap around, but indeed, SSG holding their ground successfully this time. Bosco fending off KZ. Volps ready to make that play through beepers a second ago, and even better, Julio, they're apparently on the site here. SSG none the wiser to it as far as we can see as they just ignore the upstairs presence and go for the plant. It's a bit of a gamble for W7M, especially being a player down, but it could end up working out. They've got hot intel in terms of what's going on over here towards the office as well. One player already down for the count, now finishing off the second one. Julio claims a third. They do bring back that other player that had gone down on the inside of the office, but what exactly can he do at this point here? Trapped in a corner, apparently still able to battle out from it, but now he's alone. Yeti in the 1v1 versus Hertz here for the round with about 10 seconds to go here. Needs to try and start tapping the case. The nade comes through. Will deal just a tad bit of damage to him, but he's already pretty low from the previous exchange. Hertz will get rid of the intel coming in from the bulletproof. Hertz makes the run into it, yet he's going to stick it. Hope there's enough time, but unfortunately not. Hertz clutches it out again, and W7M remain flawless on this map. We saw at least one piece of info being bled over there, so they're going to get the track off onto the player in the CCTV. Nothing actionable, of course, as
no shot.
Yeti going for it, though, as he catches JV92 on the drone, but he doesn't know where to go from there, unfortunately. It's way too long of a dash.
Really the niche pick.
But to be fair, he is like an anchor, so he's like literally the last person. The nade's in.
It didn't matter. It literally didn't matter.
Fultz killing Fultz anyway. The nade, I think, would have been a little off the mark, but like Stokes said, the kill is claimed regardless. Fultz spamming in the flashes to allow his teammates to move through, and more importantly, to allow the plant to go down for Julio. Hurts continuing to harass the hole to provide Fountain and correspondingly Office for that second kill. Only one defender remains. It's Bosco, and he won't stay alive for very long here. W7M seem unstoppable right now. He's been able to continue that tear. It seems not as efficient, of course, on map number 1 here. I can still see him have that decent presence, but here on map number 2, he is second to none, and he is still harassing out the members of SSG. 2 more kills on the counter. 3 more kills on the counter. 12-0. JV92 will get traded out by Rampy, but I mean, W7M, there should be a plant coming in at any moment. There is going to be another one coming in for KZ this time as Rampy falters. I mean, we're not even 50 seconds deep here. Fultz brought the dock, and it's not even going to help this situation here now as he is alone off on an island, nowhere even near waiting for kills if he can get them, of course, to pad the stats a little bit, but more realistically, just giving his IGL a few seconds to try and talk this one out. First kill's been picked up, second kill is found. The round may not be over yet, but there we go. Julio with the crunch finishes things off, and W7M continue their flawless run.
Because everybody's practically in the same boat. JV92's gotten some control of top east. Fultz looking for one, but wow. Just wow. A single shot. Fultz dead, now down to 2 after Yeti hits the wayside. Bosco and Hot and Cold got to get something going here. Bosco looking to play a peculiar position here inside of Vents, but I don't think it's even going to prevent the plant. It's coming in from the other end as he just simply trying to work his way in behind a potential push from this end, but looks like this is going to be map point build up for W7M as we've got 4 people alive, and Bosco might not even have enough bullets in order to accomplish this.
Not looking likely for the clutch, unfortunately. Well,
oh my
abated
gosh.
for a moment, but it's not even the angle he's challenging that takes him down. The coordination again closer to the door, so gets an actual challenge from the inside and then just reapplies the barricade once that kill is claimed. Volps, some potential great timing here to sneak up on another member of SSG. If they're not expecting him to go for the outright swing, there we go. And once again, the accuracy as well from Volps. Hurts with another pickup as well. That'll be his 13th KZ, shutting it down. Rampy picking up 1 for free, but that is it. Aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, it's a perfect 7-0 from W7M to shut this series down 2-0 over SSG. Mark up the bingo board, Fresh.